Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my live. I'm just setting up my lighting there, so you just let me know if you can see me okay. So Sunday Soul Food Sessions, part three. I've done a couple of these lives now. I'm not sure how many of you have seen them or not. I know a few people have, and I've had some good response from the lives that I did so far. So I just wanted to continue on with the subject. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. How are you all? So Sunday Soul Food Sessions, basically I'll do a quick recap on what I've been talking about. Really, I've been talking about the power of positive thinking, mindset over matter, how to help improve your life. Hi, Sonia Han, how are you? I'm just going to get myself a bit more comfortable. Sorry, guys, I actually dislocated my ankle and tore ligaments in it yesterday, so I'm kind of in pain. If you just bear with me there, that's a little bit better. I just had to move my foot. And then today I decided that I'd try and move a fridge by myself and a fridge freezer, and I dropped the whole fridge onto my bad ankle. I managed to twist my shoulder, do something to my shoulder, as well as rip my nail off my middle finger. So yeah, doing really well. As usual, as me and Sonia say, I should run my own YouTube series, How Not to Life, because I seem to be like a walking klutz. I'm sure if you looked up the definition of klutz in Wikipedia, my face should be there. But anyway, back to the subject, Sunday Soul Food. So the power of positive thinking, mindset over matter, and how to kill negativity in your life, really, and hold on to your goals and achieve them. So that's where I'm at this week. I've got a few notes with me, so I might make some more notes while we're talking. Please feel free to interact with me as well. It's much nicer for me, to have people to interact with me. So I really want to talk about today. I've been making notes kind of through the week, so my notes are fairly jumbled. But I've got a few things that I want to talk about here that I think I can fit into this little session. Okay, so like I was saying in my last live, there comes a point in people's lives, I think, well, there did for me anyway, where you kind of reach a stage. Sorry, I just need a drink. You reach a stage where you feel like your life is just it's like that your life is a river and you're stuck on a boat just floating along through it, and sometimes you wonder, what direction are you going in and what are you going to achieve, and how are we going to achieve those goals that we want, those dreams that we have? How are we going to get places when nothing ever really seems to change? Most people have their life, their daily routine, their 9 to 5, or their parents, they're minding their children. It's the same routine. You get up in the morning at the same time, you do the same things, you go to your job, you take your children to school, you do your housework or your work, you come home, you pick your children up from school, you do the housework, the cleaning, the laundry, you get ready for the next day, and that's it. And, that's like, don't get me wrong, people live very fulfilling lives doing that. Like I am so fulfilled having my children in my life and my work and my jobs. I love them. But where are you going with that? And I know that a lot of people get to a stage where they think there's got to be more to life than this. I'm not living my full potential. I'm not reaching the full aspect of what I could be, because we are all capable of so much. And I really believe that every single person is capable of huge things. If you can dream it in your head, then you can create it in your life. So it doesn't matter what your dream is. If your dream is to be a famous pianist, it doesn't matter if you start when you're 5 or if you start when you're 50. If that's what you want, then you make a goal and you make a plan and you stick at it and you will do it. Everybody can do what they want to do if they work hard at it and achieve. And that's the thing. It's being assertive with yourself. And you have to think, are you cheating yourself out of the life that you want by not taking or doing the steps that you have to do to get to that life? Are you dreaming of a life you want and doing nothing about it? Because I know that when we were kids, we were taught that cheaters never prosper. So if you're cheating yourself out of your life by not taking control and not doing those steps, then you're never going to prosper. You're never going to get anywhere. And we all deserve to get somewhere. So I'm hoping that these little live videos that I do are going to help people to realize, actually they can do this, they can achieve, and this is how you do it. So just read what you said there. Mindset over matter. Reach small goal step by step and move forward to each goal bigger and bigger each time. That's exactly right, Sonia. That is exactly right. So you have a goal in your life. So let's sorry, moving again. Let's start with where your goal is. Okay. So what do you want? Most people want to be financially free. You know, no financial worries. Most people want maybe to own their own home or to go on a holiday. I'm not talking like, oh, everybody wants to be famous, or, you know, we want our name written up there in lights and we want to be remembered for this, or a Nobel Prize winner. I'm not saying that that's what your goal has to be, but everybody has a goal in life that they want to attain. Now, that goal might be becoming a healer, becoming a musician, becoming a network marketer, becoming your own boss, building a good business, you know, being able to provide some sort of legacy for your children. Your goal can be whatever it is. It's personal to you, very personal to you. But what you have to do is figure out how to get there. And if you spend your whole life dreaming of what you want and not doing anything to get there, then you're never going to get there. So you have to take action. And when you take action, there's a couple of steps that you need to do to get there. Okay. So one is you have to work on yourself. You have to do self-development. You have to learn to have confidence in yourself and faith in yourself. You have to work through all of the problems that you have inside yourself that are holding you back. You have to look very deeply. Someone once said to me, imagine that you're an onion and you have these layers and layers and layers around you. And inside those layers is the core piece of you. So you have to peel back all these layers and get through all of this, everything that life has taught you, to understand who you really are and what you really want in life. Okay, so first step that's most important is self-development. And that it's so easy these days to do that kind of thing. Okay, you can look on YouTube, you can find so much on self-development. There's so many great books and great audio books. There's so many great videos and documentaries. And it's so easy to develop yourself as a person. What you have to do is make time for yourself. Okay, so I know that everybody is very busy these days. I'm very busy myself. I have an awful lot going on. Thanks, Ima, babe. Bless your heart. I've got the new Kudos palette on. I did another look with it. So, yeah, I've got the Kudos palette on today, the beloved one. And this is my eyeshadow. I've been playing with makeup today because I haven't really been able to do a lot else. So back to what I was saying. Where was I? Somebody remind me. Making time for yourself. So we're all very busy. I have a very busy lifestyle. I have 2 children. One of them, she doesn't live with me, but she's always in my mind. She's over in the UK working and doing her own thing now. And I have a 7-year-old son living here with me. Myself and my partner run 3 stores, franchise chain fast food stores. I have my makeup business, and I work in a nursing home as well. So we're very, very busy people. But it's very important to make some time for yourself. Now, whether you get up that little bit extra in the morning or you wait until the evening and you spend a bit of time, if it's 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, it doesn't matter. And you have to find something that you can do to work on yourself. Like, people talk about meditation. Now, meditation isn't always easy for people. I like to spend 5 or 10 minutes in the morning just talking to myself, and okay, you're all going to think I'm crazy, and that's fine, okay, but this is how I deal with myself. Okay, now I have spent years, I studied Reiki, I learned Reiki, and I've spent years learning my own issues and my problems to learn my strengths and weaknesses. So I do know what my strengths and weaknesses are, and it's very important that you do know what your strengths and weaknesses are, because those are the things that you're going to need to work on. Okay, so you do have to have belief in yourself. So I spend 5 minutes talking to myself in the morning every day, telling myself what good things I've got going on in my life, what I'm grateful for, what I need to do that day. I don't really make lists, but I have my goals mapped out. So I know each week what I'm doing. I organize my time. Believe, yes, you do. So organizing your time, okay? Organize your time to make sure that you give yourself time each day to work on yourself, whether it's 5 minutes or half an hour or an hour. And I do a bit of yoga every day. That really helps me focus my mind. I do my gratitude every morning and every evening before I go to bed. I find that if I spend just 5 minutes writing down 5 to 10 things in my little gratitude book every evening that I've been grateful for that day, then it puts me in a good frame of mind to wake up the next morning. And if I find myself the next morning, then I spend another few minutes just thinking of things that I'm grateful for this day, this morning, and carry on. You know, it puts me in a good frame of mind and it keeps me positive. And that's what we want to do, okay? So we want to kill the negativity from our lives and put a lot of positivity into our lives. So we need to really spend time focusing on what we're grateful for, and that will make you feel good. When you realize that you've got a lot going on that you're grateful for, you're going to feel a lot better for it. So that's going to be a big start to getting positivity back into your life. Okay, so working on yourself and finding out what your strengths and weaknesses are. And only you can do that. Like I know that one of my strengths and my weaknesses is my emotions. I'm a very emotional person, and that can be a strength, but it can also be a weakness. So that's something that I work on every day to try to let my emotions become stronger and not be my weak points. Okay, so it's things like that you need to look at. Like I know, and so does everybody else by now, that I'm probably the most clumsy person in the world. So that's something that I have to work on, is not being so chaotic, to try and slow down a little bit and be a little bit calmer. Mary, you're a darling. Thank you so much. Thanks for saying that. So working out what your strengths and weaknesses are is very, very important. And as soon as you know what they are, the best thing to do is to start working on your weaknesses and to start building yourself up. And most people have anxiety as a weakness. Like, let's not beat around the bush here. Hands up if you suffer from anxiety, because I do. Throw me down a 1 in the comments there if you suffer from anxiety, if you suffer from, and when I say anxiety, I don't necessarily mean huge panic attacks and feeling worried every day, but that feeling that you get of, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or does that person really like me? I'm not sure. That's anxiety as well. So if you suffer from anxiety, then you're in the same boat as so many other people. Thanks, guys. Yeah, see, and I do as well. And the only way to overcome that is to keep working on yourself and believe in yourself. Focus on the things you're grateful for. And you know what they say? That you are the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So make sure the people that you're spending time with are positive and encouraging people, because that's what you want to be, okay? Sorry. So what we've covered now so far is being assertive with yourself, working out your strengths and weaknesses, and working on them. And strengths and weaknesses can be the same thing. Strengths are my skills and your weaknesses are giving too much. Yeah, so and your strengths and your weaknesses can be the same thing. Like I said, my emotions are my strengths and my weakness. Like they can give me strength, but they can also be my weakness, and it can lead me to my feelings of anxiety as well. So it's very important to be very honest with yourself about what those strengths and weaknesses are, and then you're in a much better position to be able to work on increasing your strengths and improving your weaknesses. And that's the beginning of taking back control of your life, working on yourself, personal development. That is the very beginning of being able to get your life back under control again. Kill the negativity, focus on what you're grateful for every single day. And I swear to you guys, like what I said in my very first live about keeping a little stone in my handbag, my gratitude stone, it's such a great idea. Something like that every so often you come across and you think, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. I've got my gratitude stone. I'm so grateful for this, and think of something that you're grateful for in your life. Thanks, Halsey. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much. So gratitude. Strengths and weaknesses. Focusing on gratitude and working on yourself. Okay, these are core to being able to get control back over your life. And what I said about being assertive with yourself. Are you cheating yourself out of the life that you want? Okay, so I'm going to take something that I did myself as an example. I'm not bragging about anything I've done here. I'm just using this as an example, okay? After I had my son Max, I was diagnosed with thyroid disorder, so my thyroid was underactive, and I was exhausted every single day. To get myself, to do anything was just so draining. I was having arguments in my head because I put on a lot of weight when I was pregnant with him, and I breastfed him as well until he was 6 months old. And I got very, very big, and it really knocked my confidence. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to see any of my friends. I was always comparing my size to everybody else's size, which was making me suffer with crippling anxiety about what I looked like. So I had this constant battle going on in my head. I would sit there, and I would put him in his buggy, because I tell myself, okay, instead of letting this be a big issue to me, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to be active, and I'm going to lose this weight. And every day I would take him for a big long walk. Where I lived at the time was on the mountain. And there was a big long walk up a hill and then back down again. Up a mountain and back down again. And it would take me about an hour and a half. And I would be so drained and exhausted. I'd be sat there on the sofa, and half of my head would be saying, you're too tired to go. It just doesn't matter. Don't go. And the other half of my head would be arguing with it, going, you have to do this. You have to do this. Stop cheating yourself. You have to do this or nothing's going to change. And I did it. And I did it. And I did it. And there were days that I would literally drag myself out with Max in the buggy in the pouring rain. And I would walk and walk and walk until I lost that weight. And I made myself do it. I was assertive with myself, and I didn't cheat myself out of my goal. See, I carried on. Even though there were days I really didn't want to do it, I made sure that I did. And I achieved my goal, and I was absolutely delighted with myself. So if you make small little goals that you know you can achieve, like that was my goal then, just to lose a bit of weight, just to go for one walk every day. You see, what I'm saying to you is your goals don't have to be, I need to make £5 million by next year. Think attainable, and think small steps, and think self-development and self-improvement, and think gratitude. Each day, work a little bit on yourself, and you'll be able to reach those goals. And then each time you reach a small goal, you're going to feel so proud of yourself and so accomplished that it's going to boost that positivity. It's going to boost that drive to increase your strengths and weaknesses. And it's going to boost you just, in so many ways. So you'll know that you aren't cheating yourself out of what you want in life. You don't want to do that to yourself. Okay? So the next thing that I want to move on to, I don't know if I'm moving on too fast, so let me know. And guys, if you've got any feedback, then please, let me know. And also, if you want to share my video and get some more people involved, then please do. I'd be really, really grateful. And in fact, I've just got to add somebody, because I promised him that I would add him next time I did this. So I just add this fella. I don't think I've typed him in right because I can't see. There, I just invited him. Sorry guys, now just invited somebody there. And now I can't get back into the video. How do I get back down? Hang on. There, I'm back. So I just put my selfie light on there now. I don't know how the light is, but so that's it basically. So the first step to improving your life and getting control back over your life and stop paddling in the middle of a stream and not going anywhere is to work on yourself. Okay. Then secondly, you need to set your goals. So you need to know what's your life plan? What's your goal in life? Where do you want to be and who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to end up? Think about in a year's time from now. Where do you want to be in a year's time from now? In 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? I know that it can be very hard to think. Sometimes when I look back on my life and I think, where I've been to how I've got to here. If you asked me 10 years ago, where would I be? I would never have said here. I really wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have believed that I would be in the place that I am now. I just wouldn't have believed that it would have been possible. So I know that it can be hard, but that's because I didn't have a goal. I didn't have a clue. I was just paddling and going where life took me. That's very true, Sonia. Yep. When someone gives you a compliment, you have to accept it and believe it. Believe it, because people don't give compliments lightly. They usually don't at all. And in fact, people are more likely to point out what's negative about you than what's positive about you. But we're going to change that. We're going to change the way that people think. And like I said in one of my other lives, what was it? The way you look at to change the way you look at things. No, I can't remember what I said now. To change the way you look at things, for the things you want to change, you have to change the way you look. Oh, I still can't remember. Sorry, I'm messing it all up. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to see a change, you have to be the change. So if someone's going to give you a compliment, then believe it. And we want to make a change. I want to help have people positive changes in their lives. And that's what I'm trying to do with these lives. So we're going to first of all work on self-development and working on our own strengths and weaknesses, okay? Then we're going to practice gratitude at the same time. We can do this at the same time. Gratitude every day. It doesn't matter if you're grateful for the fact that you can hear out of your ears for the day. If you're grateful for the fact that your hair has gone right for the day. If you're grateful for the fact that you didn't have to do the washing up for the day, that's still something to be grateful for. If you see something good happen to another person, then you can be really grateful that life has given that person a chance. You don't just have to be grateful for you. Just practice positive thinking and gratitude and see how much of a difference that makes to how you are and how you feel. I know that we all like to get together and have a moan and a little nag and a complain and whatever. I'm not saying don't do that, but try and change that. Try and get together and talk about the amazing things that you're grateful for, something incredible that you saw happen for somebody else. Try and focus on people's strengths. Try and build your friends up that are around you. If there's negative people in your life, then slowly cut them out of your life, or be a good influence on them and push them into positive thinking. Take away the negativity from them, build them up, give them support and strength, because actually the people that are negative are probably the people that need this the most, you know? So be unstoppable in your pursuit of your dreams and your goals. Be unstoppable in your pursuit of self-development. Like I was saying about me having the argument in my head about walking to lose weight, be unstoppable. Be accountable to yourself. In fact, if you set a goal, tell your closest friends, I'm going to do this, and hold yourself accountable to it so that you do it. Make sure that you don't give up, because it's when you give up that you start paddling and you get lost again. So set your goal and focus on yourself and your goal and make sure that you get there. Okay, so you're going to eliminate negativity from your life. You're going to work on yourself and your self-development. You're going to be grateful as much as you can throughout every day for everything you can. Hi, Philomena. How are you, lovely? And you're going to keep hold of your goal, okay? And remember that you are the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So one of the best ways to help focus on your goal and what you want is to create a vision board. I don't actually have one with me here to show you. It's pinned up on the wall in the other room, but on my next live next Sunday I'll bring it down and show you. So for those of you who don't know what a vision board is, does anyone know what a vision board is? If you know what a vision board is, throw me down a 2 in the comments, and if you have already got a vision board, throw me down a 3 in the comments, because I'd like to see some vision board posts if we've got them. Okay, so anyone that's done a vision board or knows what a vision board is, then let me know, because I like to see. Okay, so throw me down those number 2s if you know what they are, and number 3 if you've got one already. 2, brilliant. Well done, Mary. Very good. Anyone else know what a vision board is? So basically, I'm going to launch into what a vision board is anyway, because I know that the comments, there's a slight delay on them coming up, and I don't want to sit here quietly. So a vision board is basically, you can get yourself any kind of board, an old picture frame, even a piece of thick cardboard, even, you know, like a book, something like that. And you find pictures of what you want in life. So whether it's a nice house, whether it's friendship, love, you know, whatever it is, outfits, you cut out pictures, you stick them all onto your vision board, okay? And you put that somewhere where you're going to see it every day. and you look at that every day and you'd be really grateful that you have that. Okay, you'd be really grateful for that vision board. Definitely make a vision board. They're so powerful. Like, I've had vision boards for years, and the amount of things that have been on vision boards, even I've got a vision board that I made 5 years ago, and I was looking at it the other day, and all the things that were on there, I had. So if you look at that vision board, right, and what they say is, look at that vision board and be grateful for the things that you have that are on there already. But it's very hard to be grateful for something you have when you don't actually have it. So what I suggest is you look at your vision board every day and everything on it, and you are really grateful for your vision board. Okay, if you look at all those things and feel gratitude for having the vision board, then it's a lot easier to be grateful for something you don't already have in your life. Do you know what I mean? It's much easier to look at the pictures that you've made. This is going to be my life. I'm so grateful that I am taking the steps to make this happen. Because that's what your vision board is. It's a daily reminder of where you're going in your life and how you're going to make it happen. So vision boards are really powerful tools. And I'm going to tell you again as well about the gratitude rock. Guys, get yourself a little rock and put it in your handbag or in your coat pocket, somewhere where you rummage around in a lot, so that every time you feel it, you are grateful about something. It doesn't matter what. If you're out in the streets and you're rummaging for your purse to buy your shopping and you find your stone instead, then be really grateful that you've got enough money to go shopping with, or really grateful that you've got enough food to feed your family for the week. So that's like vision boards and gratitude stones, great. So we've got self-development, really important, okay? And if any of you want any tips on what kind of videos to watch or books to read or meditations, I've got some really nice guided meditations that are great for this. If anyone wants any help on self-development and how to help beat anxieties or to figure out what their strengths and weaknesses are, then please send me a personal message, because I'm very happy to help people with that as well, okay? And I know that some of these things can be very personal to people, so do send me a private message if you want help with that. So the next thing that I want to go into now, I've got color personalities, but I've got a bit more about your goals, okay? So when you're setting your life goals, there's a few key factors in this, okay? So you want to be specific about what you want and when you want it by. You need to be measurable time frames so you can tick off your small wins as you get them. So like I said, if you know where you want to be in a year's time, then you need to work backwards from that each month where you need to be. And you can even break that down into each week, what you need to achieve by the end of that week to be on target to hit your yearly goal, okay? So get yourself a planner. I have my notebook here and I write everything down in here, and I also have a planner that I write everything down in, so I stick to my goals. And like, for example, my Sunday soul food sessions, okay, I'm not in the best of states today, but it's my goal to do this every Sunday to try and bring a bit of encouragement and help to other people. So I'm here every Sunday doing this. It doesn't matter that my leg's all bandaged up or that I'm in pain or whatever. I'm still going to be here doing this because this is part of my goal. This is part of my self-development goal and part of my business goal, because by coming on and chatting to you guys about this stuff, it's helping me, because I'm reminding myself through the notes that I've made and the studying that I've done in the week of things that are important, if you get me, okay? So tick off your small wins and be really proud of yourself for that and celebrate them. Like, tell your friends, tell people, I set myself this goal for this week and I have achieved it, okay? Because it's really important to take pride and you know, feel happy about the good things that you do in life. And believe me, if you start spreading that positivity around, you're going to inspire people. Now, there are always going to be negative people. Oh, look at her. Oh, she thinks she's so good, or he thinks he's so good, you know, going on about what they're doing. Don't listen to that. That doesn't matter. What those people say doesn't matter, okay? Those people need help more than you do because they still haven't found the right path. So don't mind that, okay? You stick to positivity. You stick to doing what you know is right for your plan, and you cut out those voices, okay? And you keep your circle of positive people around you, and you talk with them, and you stay on track, okay? So your goals have to be attainable, okay? So you can't say, next week I'm going to have £1 million. because that's unattainable unless you win the lottery or you're very close to being a millionaire anyway. So make your goals realistic and believe that you can achieve them, okay? So like for me at the moment, I'm having health goals. I'm working on my health. I've been seeing an amazing lady, Caroline, in Limerick, and she's helping me achieve my health goals. So my health goals each week are to stick to my eating plan and to not waver off track. So I'm having no tea, no coffee. It's mostly leafy green salads and steamed fish or chicken, white fish or chicken, and no tea, no coffee. I'm just drinking water and herbal teas basically, and I'm sticking to that. And each week I've stayed well on track. I haven't strayed once. I've been to McDonald's with friends, with my family. I've sat there and had my little packed salad that I made while they've eaten their food, and I've stuck to my goals, and I'm very proud that I've managed to stick and achieve those goals. So make your goals realistic and know that you can hit them, okay? And put a time limit on your goal to help you stay focused and succeed. So it's no good saying, oh yeah, I've got this goal, I'm gonna end up living in Spain and I'm gonna own a 4-bedroom villa. But when is that gonna happen? When are you going to move to Spain and own a 4-bedroom villa, and how are you going to get there? So put a time limit on your goal and stay focused and work hard for those time limits, okay? So you need to work SMART, which is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. SMART goals, okay? Remember that. Whatever your goal is in life, find someone around you who's hit a goal that's similar to that and use them as your mentor, model them, go to them for advice and help. Believe in yourself and don't be scared to ask somebody for help. If you think that somebody inspires you and emulates the kind of person you want to be, then make friends with them. Somebody told me once at a seminar that I was at that if you want to be successful in life, then you need to hang around with successful people and make friends with successful people. And that's very true. If your circle of friends is a group of people that just sit around drinking, smoking, or taking drugs, or on the dole, or don't do anything, then that's really where, how are you going to be successful when you're hanging around with people like that? If your circle of friends are people that are constantly trying to improve themselves as people, have goals that they're working towards, and know where they're going in life, then you're going to be dragged along with that ship as well. So think about the people you're hanging around with, make your goals realistic and timely, and don't give in, okay? Be assertive with yourself. Don't cheat yourself out of the life you're meant to have, out of the life you dream of, out of the life that you wish that you had, okay? Be assertive and don't cheat yourself out of that by straying off target, and hold yourself accountable, okay? Visualize where you want to be in your life. Visualize it every day. Hi Marvin, hi Laura, no problem. I've been rabbiting on for a while now, so you can replay and see what I've been up to. But visualize your life, and as I said, use your vision board. Vision board is very, very important, okay? And very importantly, believe in yourself. We are all capable beings, and we all can do this, okay? Cut the negativity out of your life. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people who believe in you as well. Go to people. If I inspire you, or if somebody else inspires you, come to us. Ask us, what can I do? Can you help me out with this? Like, I'm always happy to try and help people. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not an expert at all. I'm only going by my own life experiences and what I've learned. But if anybody inspires you, then go to them and make friends with them. Ask them, how did you get to where you're going? How did you set your goals? Find out, as I said again, find out what your strengths and weaknesses are and work hard on them, because you really need to know what they are in order to improve and work on yourself as a person, okay? So make sure that you're reading, listening, and learning. Always, always doing that. And set aside, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes in the morning or an hour in the morning or 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't matter what time of day or how long it is. If you set aside a specific amount of time for yourself each day and work on yourself. Now, like, you could get, at the moment I'm listening to GoPro, so I have half an hour well, actually I'm off work at the moment because of my leg, so I have plenty of time now to really work hard on my goals and my self-development and my business, so it's a little bit different. But I usually allocate myself a half an hour a day to listen to a new book, some kind of self-development. I do a lot of yoga and meditation anyway. That suits me. A lot of people find meditation hard. I find guided meditations very, very good. And I also write. I write in my books how I feel each day. If something happens to me, I write it down and I try and work out, why does that make me feel that way? Okay, why did that person saying that make me feel like this? That's my anxiety coming through, so I know how to work on that. Like I said, for me, emotions are my strengths and my weaknesses. So that's what I work on a lot. So find out what it is you need to work on and work hard on it, okay? Be very passionate about yourself. This is your life. We don't have more than one. I'm afraid. Your life is you. I am only going to be here as me this one time, and it has to count for something. So this is your life, and you need to make it count for something as well. You're here once, and it doesn't matter if you're 15 listening to this, or if you're 50 or 60. It's never too late. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to grab hold of life and take control of it and do what you want to do. There's no time limit on it. But there is only one life, so you have to make this one life count, okay? So back to vision boards. Map out your vision board, okay? Map out your, sorry, not vision boards, but your goals, okay? So you want to map out your year. Why do you want to map out your whole year? Why do you think you would want to map out a whole year of your life? Why do you think that, like, I have a wall planner over there, that's the whole year, okay? So I map out what I'm doing on there. It's not extremely detailed, but it's, okay, by this date, I want to have this done. By this date, this is going to be achieved. By this date, I will have done this. Why do I map out my whole year? I'll tell you. It's very easy to miss a day or a week. There's challenging times for everybody in their lives. Things happen that can set you back. You know, you can have accidents. You can have a death in the family, you can have a loss of income or a loss of earning. So it's very important that whatever your goal is, you have it mapped out and you continue to focus and work on it. Whether any of these things happen to you or not, you still need to work, keep working, personal development, focus on those goals, keep plodding forward. I know that times are tough, but when times are tough, you have your circle of friends around you to hold you and support you and push you forward. That's why the power of positivity is so important, and the power of a positive network of people around you is very, very important. Okay, so whenever times get tough, rely on yourself and the people around you to push you forward. Keep that gratitude book near you. When times are tough, pick that up and read through everything you've got to be grateful for. Remember that it's your life and it's only you that can make a change. So you have to be the change that you want to make, okay? So, you know, you are the one that's in control. Nobody else is in control of this. It's you. It's all you, and you're the one that has to make these changes to make your life what you want it to be. Now, I don't know what your goals are, but I know that we all are worthy of reaching incredible heights if we work hard towards it. And like, I think that's about it for me for tonight. I do have a little bit more, but I think I'll save that for another night. I hope that what I've said has made some sense to you guys and maybe inspired you a little bit. I'd really like to talk to you more. I'll be here again next Sunday for another Sunday Soul Food session. So it'd be really great actually if you worked on personal development this week. Send me some messages, let me know what books you're reading, or if you want any ideas on what to look at, where to go. If you need any help, just let me know. I'm very happy to help, as I said before. And yeah, share the video if you want to, pass the love around. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love to you all. Take care. Sleep well. Good night and God bless. Bye bye.